Well, here we are. It's in the afternoon. We're on a little bit late because we needed to wait for one of our brothers who had a doctor's appointment today. So here we are on a little bit late. We have some updates with several stories we've been covering. We actually, for those of you who haven't seen it, we actually have some video of one of the guys that was in that shootout on April 27th here in Atlanta, Georgia, face the initial stuff with his in trial with him reading the charges off and stuff. It's really kind of compelling, man, kind of kind of crazy. So we'll be checking that out in a minute and 7 seconds right after we return. We got a couple other stories that we're doing. So right after this brief introduction, we'll be right back with you, man.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name is Black Dragon. Started in the Navy and hit the sea, revving Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, where he paid his dues and he earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters. There have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kicks Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Just self-educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Well, alrighty then. Hey, it's Black Dragon and your boy Logic, Dr. Logic.
Hey, bro, I don't see your stream on your page.
Say what?
I don't see your stream on your page. On your YouTube page.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why there's only 6 people on it. That's crazy. Yeah, it's not there.
And I watch. That's where I comment from your page.
That sucks. Is it up there now? It should be up there now.
Okay, let me refresh.
Let's see.
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's up. Wow, StreamYard did that. StreamYard did that. Wow. Okay, StreamYard. Okay, StreamYard. Okay,
we're back.
That's why I was like, why are there only 6 people watching? Okay, so what happened was I forgot to hit the YouTube channel button when I set up StreamYard. I don't know how I missed that, and it didn't show on there, so nobody knew I was coming on. And wow. Okay, so let's do that again. Wow! Alrighty then. Okay.
There we go.
Black Dragon and Dr. Logic.
What's up, y'all?
From Keep It Logical. We're the only motorcycle. It's all ruined now.
Well, they didn't see it.
It's ruined. It doesn't even. It sucks. Like nobody's watching. It's all ruined. So for those of you who are just tuning in, I started the show and I was up on every channel except YouTube, and I'm so glad you were watching that, man. I'm so glad you were watching that, because that would have been ugly, man. Okay, so anyway, oh man, you know what? I forgot to change my name on here. Hold on, let me go back and edit my name. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Hey y'all, welcome.
What's
Thanks
up?
for being here. And we have some news for you today. Hey, I'm just like so I lost all my thunder, man, when I didn't come on right. You gotta well already then, you gotta,
That's when you walk back out the door and you come back in.
I lost all my thunder. It's just now, well, alrighty then. Hey, welcome to the show. You got to keep that energy up, my man. Okay, so the first thing we have here, first of all, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV, where we would like to thank you for tuning in from wherever it is you happen to be in the entire world. Black Dragon Biker News you can use. Okay, we have our boy Logic.
What's going on?
The Reverend Dr. Logic. We're our own show with our own doctor. I need the clapping. Here we go. Our own doctor. There we go. And Lavish will be on in a minute. So our first story here this afternoon, whatever it is that we're doing is, let's see, share screen. Man, like I've just been like so totally thrown. Like I don't even know how to share the screen and stuff anymore. Boom. Okay, so this is crazy. This is my first time was seeing this was this morning. I didn't know they got this thing called Atlanta's ATL Zoo Z3, and this is Criminal Court TV. So I didn't know that this was here. And so someone sent this to me. We got to see this guy I don't know if this is an arraignment or what. This looks crazy because like you're in a hallway. Yeah, and then there's I guess there's a chair for you to sit and face the judge. They got a mask on your boy and everything, and I guess there's a whole line of offenders that would sit here or the accused, and they're in the orange jumpsuits, the orange ISIS jumpsuits, and you ever seen ISIS in those orange jumpsuits, So somebody said, are they trying to whack you, Black Dragon? Yeah, they've dubbed me Whack Dragon now. So that's we'll get into that. Here we go. So this guy's name is 1HQ. He's one of the guys that was accused of allegedly shooting and killing two men in a rival motorcycle club known as the Wheels of Soul Motorcycle Club in Atlanta, Georgia, about 2 weeks ago, April 27th. It's hard to believe that's like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, it's 3 weeks ago, isn't it? 3 Sundays ago?
3 weeks ago. Three.
Man, time just
we covered it all last week. So.
Yeah, 3 weeks. So this is we show this because if you aren't thinking and using your thinking cap, this is what can happen, and this has got to be frightening. When you're sitting there, you got to be like, oh my God, is this really happening? You got to be. I know even the toughest guys got to be like, is this really happening to me? So let's see if we can hear this.
Felony of murder with malice, OCGA 16-5-
Let me start all over again. Let's see. I think I got to go out here and then come back into it like this to get the whole thing, to get it big like that. Boom. Here we go. Turn this on.
Mr. McKnight, you have been charged with felony of murder with malice, OCGA 16-5-1. It is alleged that the defendant accused Donnell McKnight and Nigel Blackwood did knowingly and intentionally with malice physically attack a Wheels of Soul member, swing an object at him, then shoot him in the face. A large wrench was located in Blackwood's property that was collected from the hospital. The sources of information did not see any Wheels of Soul members draw weapons. Again, the sources of information stated that Donnell McKnight was also amongst the Outcast MC members that entered the event and surrounded the Wheel of Souls victims, preventing them from leaving. This altercation caused the death of two rival MC members, Anthony Herms and Isaiah Mack. Mr. McKnight, you have also been charged with unlawful person employed by / associated with criminal street gang activity to conduct / participate in criminal activities under OCGA 16-15-4. The warrant more specifically alleges that Donnell McKnight and Nigel Blackwood did, while associated with a criminal street gang as documented by law enforcement, did knowingly and intentionally unlawfully participate in a criminal street gang activity that committed the offense of commission, attempted commission, conspiracy to commit, or solicitation, coercion, or intimidation, or another person when he was employed by or associated with a criminal street gang to conduct or participate with such activity in violation of the Georgia Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. Said accused Donnell McKnight and Nigel Blackwood did knowingly and intentionally with malice physically attacked a Wheel of Souls member, swing an object at him, and then shoot him in the face. A large wrench was located in Blackwood's property that was collected from the hospital. The source of information stated they did not see any Wheel of Souls members draw any weapons. The source of information stated that Donnell McKnight also was amongst the. All right, Mr.
Wow, that's a lot to take in there. So, wow. Did you see them putting the shackles on those guys' feet in the background?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was just sad, man. That was just sad to have to be in that whole situation where they're putting shackles on your feet and carrying on and stuff, man. That's just horrible, man. Horrible. But anyway, so the working theory of the case at this point, this is what he's been charged with. So they said the source. So somebody told the whole thing. Somebody or somebodies that were there watching told the whole thing, and they're calling them the source, but they say the source says that you guys pulled up, or him. They said that he pulled up, used a wrench or something, threw it and hit one guy in the face, and then shot the guys, or whatever the case may be. That's their working theory. Is that?
McKnight, you have been charged with felony of murder with malice, OCGA 16-5-1. It is alleged that the defendant accused Donnell McKnight and Nigel Blackwood did knowingly and intentionally with malice physically attacked a Wheels of Soul member, swing an object at him, then shoot him in the face. A large wrench was located in Blackwood's property that was collected from the hospital.
So they're saying that one of the guys had a large wrench that I guess he took back home with him. They located at his property, and they using that large wrench, I guess, as evidence.
The sources of information did not see any Wheels of Soul members draw weapons.
And she said the sources of information. So it looks like there's several sources.
Again, the sources of information stated that Donnell McKnight was also amongst the Outcast MC members that entered the event and surrounded the Wheel of Souls victims, preventing them from leaving. This altercation caused the death of two rival MC members, Anthony Hearns and Isaiah Mack. Mr. McKnight, you have also been charged with.
Oh, there's a lot going on there. So, wow, she's going to talk again in a second. It was just a brief pause, and she'll be on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, man, what the is going on?
Unlawful person employed by / associated with criminal street gang activity to conduct.
That's me.
Oh.
That was.
It's like it came on time, you know.
I didn't hear that the first time around. Okay.
Participate in criminal activities under OCGA 16-15-4. The warrant more specifically alleges that Donnell McKnight and Nigel Blackwood did, while associated with a criminal street gang, as documented by law enforcement, did knowingly and intentionally unlawfully participate in a criminal street gang activity that committed the offense of commission, attempted commission, conspiracy to commit, or solicitation, coercion, or intimidation, or another person when he was employed by or associated with a criminal street gang to conduct or participate with such activity in violation of the Georgia Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. Said accused Donnell McKnight and Nigel Blackwood did knowingly and intentionally with malice physically attacked a Will of Souls member, swing an object at him, and then shoot him in the face. A large wrench was located in Blackwood's property that was collected from the hospital. The source of information stated they did not see.
A large wrench was at Blackwood's property that was collected from the hospital. That's interesting.
That's exactly what she said. Yeah.
If it was at his property, then how did it get to the hospital to be collected? I don't know.
Any Will of Souls.
And then look at these poor guys back here. You got to kneel so they can put your ankle things on. That
members draw weapons. A source of information say that Donnell McKnight also was amongst the.
So anyway, that is. Did you hear that? You guys heard that?
We heard it, just couldn't see it.
Sorry about that. You should. I didn't have it. But anyway, you heard it, and so the theory of the case is that they got there, surrounded them, threw a wrench at least one of them, and then shot somebody in the face, and then the other guy got shot too. And they said the sources and the source. And the sources, so they've been talking to several people. So hey, that's it, man. That is absolutely what happens. This is my first time actually seeing this page. I didn't see this. This is another thing. This is the written portion. So they published this. I'll know now the next time something happens in Atlanta. They got all kinds of stuff going on with people in Atlanta. It is a lot of folks, man. A lot of stuff going on. So that's that story, man. So far, so they've got, so now that the piece is gone, gone on, and they've settled whatever they have to settle to try to get everything down back to a base of at least peace. They might not be partying together for a while, but there may be some peace now. You'll see part 2, which is the Georgia Police Department's and the what's it called? Forest Park Police Department and the federal agencies that may be working with them. You'll see them now do their thing. Their job now is to punish the folk or folks or folkses that will be investigated, and they will probably be trying to investigate every single thing. Now, there has been some rumors. I have not confirmed this. There are rumors that police are going around in the various Atlanta suburbs and checking the paperwork and stuff of motorcycle clubhouses all over Atlanta. I don't know if that's true or not. A podcaster said that, and that's never really been the case before. So it could be some hype, but that's
no,
what.
Man, when you get certain places, man, when you get some places, when you start having more than a few incidents, yeah, that's not unlikely for them to start doing stuff like that. Ruffling some feathers, pretty much indirectly putting you on notice. We paying attention. It's just a matter of time before we come and see you. So straighten up. Be on our way.
Straighten up and fly right.
Would they do that to just all the clubs? I mean, or just particular ones?
I've seen it. I can't speak for, different places, outside of, where I'm from. But I've seen it where, come on, man. They know what motorcycle clubs are really about. A lot of times they turn a blind eye. Until they get, until they get a little tired, and they gotta let everybody know, hey, if you don't get your stuff in order, we're gonna disrupt what you got going on.
Well, we hope, Richard Goodman, that you don't get taken away to the nearest jihad or something, man. But hey, best of luck to you, my bro. If that's the case, we shall see. The Atlanta bike set has been very cool lately, really cool, and in terms of cold, like ain't nothing happening. So let's see if things pick up now. But it has had a chilling effect here in Atlanta. Our next story, if you guys are ready to move on, you guys ready to move to the next story?
Yes.
Okay. Our next story is
comfortable.
He does look comfortable.
And I'm sitting here, man.
You feeling good? Wait. Hold on a second. How are you feeling today, Lavish?
Man, this is my nap time right now, man. That I'm on here, man. 2:30. Around 2:30, 3 o'clock, man. This is my time. I be happy to take a break. It's my lunchtime. It's my, Black Dragon got me on the podcast kind of late today.
That's my fault.
These eyes are getting a little heavier right now.
I'm tired too, but it's my fault. My bad.
All you guys that work from home and stuff and own your own businesses and what have you.
I'm up every morning early though, Black Dragon.
I'm a little sleepy myself. No, you got my name wrong.
Somebody said Whack Dragon. Why you spell Whack Dragon?
You got my name wrong.
Hey man, I'm just gonna laugh.
Our favorite podcaster renamed me. I'm now Whack Dragon. Anyway, next story. You guys remember this one where the let me see if I actually have that Instagram. I used to have that Instagram. Let's see. Where the guy ran the guy off the motorcycle on Instagram. Here it is. Here's the Instagram one. Yeah, which one, right? This one. They found this guy. A guy from a whole nother country. Let's see if I can't refresh this and catch it from the beginning.
Just because it's so deliberate. Like, he literally could have died. Look at that! And I don't know who could do that. Like, I just don't understand who has that within them to do that.
Brittany and Patsy, the sister and mother of a 21-year-old motorcyclist, Corey, says they're still trying to make sense of a road rage incident turned hit and run Monday morning that nearly took his life. Beaverton police say it happened around 6:16 a.m. on Highway 26 westbound between 217 and Cedar Hills Boulevard.
The driver hit him so hard that my son's clutch lever went through the complete side of his steel-toe boots. That's how bad he hit him.
Following a community tip.
So they found him. Samir Helio Pizzato Fijo. Yeah, that's him. Looks kind of like a terrorist, doesn't he? Gone!
Beaverton police arrested Samir at his home in Washington County near Highway 26. Officers saw him driving the blue Kia Carnival in question. They believe the damage you see here is from the crash yesterday.
And he had to have seen him fall. Like, there's no way around that. And then you just kept driving like he could have just been dead on the side of the road.
Miraculously, and thanks in part to a good Samaritan named Lucy who stopped to help. Not only is Corey alive, but the 21-year-old minus a serious concussion and plenty of road rash was taken to a Portland trauma center and walked out hours later without even breaking a bone.
He literally could have killed my brother today. And that's all that I just want you to acknowledge, that he could have lost his life, and that's nothing to play around with. It's really
I'm sorry. She touched me.
hard to watch just because it's so.
She touched me. She really touched me with that. They caught that guy. They caught him. Here's the story. The incident happened Monday morning. A driver in the left lane abruptly lurched to the right, pushing a motorcyclist in the center lane off the highway. This was Beaverton, Oregon. Beaverton police have now arrested the suspected driver of a minivan that sideswiped a motorcyclist on Highway 26 on Monday morning.
Sideswiping.
What appeared to be,
He did more than sideswiping.
And what appeared to be a deliberate act of road rage. The motorcycle rider was launched more than 200 feet and injured. The driver continued on the freeway, making the incident a hit and run. Samir Helio Pizzato Filho has been charged with 1 count of second-degree assault. That should have been attempted murder. 1 count of unlawful use of a weapon, specifically a motor vehicle, and 1 count of failure to perform the duties of a driver to injured persons. Oh, wow. According to documents filed Tuesday. I didn't know there was a duty of drivers to injured persons. This was in Washington County Circuit Court. A news release from the Beaverton Police Department also listed the charges of attempted assault and reckless driving. The incident was captured on dash cam video. The blue Kia Carnival was traveling in the left-hand lane. Here's the thing that they don't say. Why don't they say that this motorcyclist was effing with that guy?
That still doesn't justify you running somebody off the road.
Look, do they show it here? They didn't show it in the last one.
I can get flipped off and people cuss me out, but I'm not going to ram my car into someone else.
Okay, hold on. Here, I think we have another news story.
In court just a couple of hours ago, charges as well as Samir Pizzato Filho is facing several charges. Was in court just a couple of hours ago on assault charges as well as using his car as a weapon. Meanwhile, the motorcycle rider that he's accused of hitting was released from the hospital yesterday and back home recovering.
It's a video that quickly gained attention after it was released Monday
Go.
afternoon.
Right
on
there.
Monday morning on Highway 26. This blue Kia Carnival.
There you go. He's shooting the guy in the middle finger, but they blur his hand off. They don't show any of what he was doing to get this to happen to himself.
After it was released.
There's the middle finger right there. F you. Oh, that guy's windows rolled down. So he's actually talking to him. He might have said, "I'm about to kill you." Maybe that guy was acting in self-defense. But anyway, here he is yelling at the guy, middle fingering him. His door's down, his window's down. He's screaming at him.
Monday afternoon on Monday morning on Highway.
And you would think he would slow down now that you're coming up on the back of this car here. And oh boy, saw the opportunity. Here we go.
26. This blue Kia Carnival knocked a motorcycle rider off his bike in an apparent case of road rage.
I've been an officer for 20 years and my jaw hit the floor when I saw this video.
By Monday evening, the driver had been arrested.
State versus Samir Pizzato Filho.
41-year-old Samir Pizzato Filho charged with assault, unlawful use of a weapon, in other words, using his car as a weapon, and felony hit and run, among other charges. Beaverton police credit the sharing of the video with his quick arrest.
We received dozens and dozens of tips from our community, and ultimately, it was one of those tips that led to the arrest of the suspect.
The motorcycle rider named Corey is back at home recovering, suffering only minor injuries.
You saw that helmet, didn't you?
Said lid, you got to wear that lid, man.
Imagine if that was his head.
Look at that. Look at that right there. And that ain't even a good helmet.
And it's cracked.
Woo! That would have been your head right there, my bro.
And I'm speculating. I'm going to speculate. It's me speculating. What saved that guy's life is that he didn't just hit him and then jerk back. He carried him over to the side, then he fell and slid.
He deposited them on the shoulder.
You know, I mean, I'm speculating, but if you look at it now, I've seen a car just hit a bike and the guy flips all over the place. But he hit him and carried him over to the side, and then when he jerked back, that's when he fell on the ground and slid with his bike.
I was thinking that this was the biker, but there's fingernail polish and
probably a sister
wedding ring there. But I thought it was the biker because I was thrown off by the watch and the tattoo. So I don't know.
Women wear tattoos, man.
But that's a man watch, though.
Women wear men watches.
Oh, I think you're right. Look at this. You see this right here? He almost scraped the grommet off of this, and this would have been your face. There's no skin left on the helmet. That guy's lucky to be here.
Only minor injuries. KGW spoke with
that's her. Yeah. That's her hand. Okay.
His sister and mom on Monday before an arrest had been made.
Wow. Look at that.
Now his face did get, the glasses got scuffed up.
So, and one glass got knocked out. That could have been his eyes, man. That's across his eyes. This is all he was wearing, was that little beanie he had and those stupid glasses. But it did save him some.
At least he wasn't riding squid. At least
he's bruised and banged up pretty bad, but otherwise he's okay.
His family says the driver almost hit Corey once before they came into the dash cam's view.
I don't care what happened prior to it. It doesn't give anybody that right. And motorcycles on the road are just like cars. They have license, they have rules to follow. But who in the right mind? That guy has issues, and I'm sorry.
So here we go.
He said he had no broken bones, but he said his gear shifting went straight through.
Here we go back to the right gear again. What is it if you're wearing flip flops or them tennis shoes and shit? Lavish and them be wearing.
I wear boots, sir.
The people his age group be wearing. This should show you what happens when you ride in vans. This is a steel-toed damn boot, and it's if it weren't for this boot, he wouldn't have no feet or toes and shit. It'd be gone. Look at that. Next time you want to get on your motorcycle with your Vans on, just think about this picture. That's your feet right there that you need to get around on. Need them to go to work and go play basketball and golf and chase the women. You need feet.
Look
at that. Just imagine if that was anything but a boot.
Has issues, and I'm sorry he has issues, but who has the right mind would do something like that? I don't understand.
As dramatic and scary as the video is, police credit where on Highway 26 this happened, saying it could have ended worse.
When motorcycle riders are killed in crashes like this, it's because their body comes to an immediate stop. Like they'll hit a Jersey barrier. In this case, his didn't. He took the Cedar Hills Boulevard exit and kind of slowly slides to a stop without contacting anything.
And as the tips started pouring in, there were claims the driver had been aggressive before.
We think that this fella has been involved in this before, maybe in the days leading up to. So we're hoping that people will come forward because we think that there's prior incidents, or we know that there's potentially one prior incident.
Beaverton police are asking that if you do know anything about any prior incidents, to give them a call. Meanwhile, Pizzoto Filho will remain in jail until at least next week. There's a hearing where the Washington County prosecutors want to keep him in jail until his case is closed. Back to you.
Devin Haskins, thanks very much. Well, the Oregon DMV shares these tips when confronted by aggressive drivers. First, make every attempt to get out of their way. Don't challenge them by speeding up or attempting to hold your own in your travel lane. Also, wear your seatbelt. It will protect you if you need to make an abrupt driving maneuver to avoid a crash. And ignore gestures and refuse to return them. Also,
ignore gestures and refuse to return them. And don't start gestures of your own. They didn't say that.
Look, I solved my road rage a long time ago after I almost flipped a Mustang trying to chase somebody. I'm telling people about my past. On 635, you ever been to Dallas 635 going on to 35? I chased this person because they flipped me off, and I was in a friend's Mustang, and they got real sensitive brakes. and I tapped him real hard, and that car almost flipped. I said, okay, that's the end of my road rage days. Because I could look at this dude, Lavish. Yo, man. Wake your gold shirt wearing behind up.
Hey, I'm injured, man. Blame it on the medical, man.
Bro. You know what I want to say. Wake your butt up.
I told you it's my bedtime. Man. They supposed to have camera zoomed on you, man. I thought it was still on the 3 screens.
It's on the 3 screens. We can see you still.
Goose sent me the message in the background. Goose said, "Lavish is still on the screen."
Look,
man.
At least he didn't wake. Hey, Black Dragon, at least he didn't wake up and say, "Hey, man."
It's the injury, man. It's the injury, man. It's my nap time. I'm old.
Oh, now you old. Now you old.
Yeah.
Now you old.
Report aggressive drivers to the police. Get a vehicle description, license plate number if you can, location, and direction of travel.
Oh wow! So that is that's what happened with that case. Samir has been arrested, and man, they're gonna go after Samir on that one. That was not a good look, bro. Not a good look at all.
And in this atmosphere, I'm just gonna guess that he is of Arabic descent.
He looks
in this atmosphere. He did a crime.
He looks, yeah. That's what you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, shouldn't be doing that.
People named Samir right now in the jailhouses.
You know,
Donald Trump will have his ass in Guantanamo Bay in a heartbeat. That's horrible, but it could happen.
I mean, I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but we see a lot of people. They like, oh man, well they arrested somebody. They said they had a traffic ticket that they didn't pay for, so they a criminal. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Oh, and they're getting well. Don't be not from here and have a traffic ticket.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now this one here we haven't talked about yet. Rodney Hinton was arrested because his son was killed by a police officer.
Yours, Lavish.
While committing a crime.
Well. You got to read all the story. This is what I'm hearing. I read, and my information can be wrong. So for all those that's watching me, I read stories just like you do. And go ahead, Black Dragon. I'm gonna interject.
Oh no, we want you to put your foot right in it. So the video I saw, which was several days ago, that I'm sure there's been more to come, but the video I saw, this kid runs out from between a trash can with a gun in his hand, and this is after they had been chasing him and stuff, and these kids allegedly ran from a stolen car. And he was the one with a gun, and when you run, they tell you to put the gun down. They tell you to stop. All that shit they tell you, you keep running. And black folks get shot for that.
Period.
Somebody needs to tell you. My mom was the one who told me. Somebody needs to tell you, don't do that. They'll kill you. Anyway, the father goes and sees the video of his son being murdered, killed, homicide, whatever you want to call it. And they say he freaks out and gets in his car and drives and runs over an officer. So this guy is gaining a lot of traction on social media. A lot of people are giving this guy kudos. There's a lot of people that don't like what he did, but there's a lot of people giving him kudos and saying that they want to support him, send him money, and all kinds of things. This is the latest video that came out. Somebody on social media said that a black police officer escorted him into this elevator to protect him. Although, I don't know.
From Hypers Club in Atlanta, for Hype Plus News, I'm Symphony. The case and trial of Rodney Hinton Jr. continues to develop. Just last week, we reported Hinton has been charged with aggravated murder of a sheriff's deputy, Larry Henderson, after hitting him while he was directing traffic near the University of Cincinnati. According to local Cincinnati news, It is the only crime punishable by death in the state of Ohio, as it has been named a death penalty case. Now, the trial is just getting started in court, and the story has an added layer, as Hinton Jr. is the father of 18-year-old Ryan Hinton, who was shot and killed by an officer just the day before. Authorities are saying the father purposely and intentionally struck the deputy as an act of revenge after seeing the body cam footage of his son's murder. If Hinton refuses the plea deal and was to be found guilty of aggravated murder, at that point, it would be the jury's decision whether or not to recommend a death sentence, which means the judge could not impose a death sentence unless it was recommended by a jury. Now, Hinton pleaded not guilty to the charge just last week, and he's due in court today, Monday, May 12th. As this case is making its rounds online, a viral video featuring Hinton Jr. in police custody of multiple white officers and a black officer has hit social media. Many online users would commend the black officer for accompanying Hinton Jr. and not leaving him in the hands of all white officers.
I don't know if it's all that. It looks like it was his job to get on the elevator. But
he slipped and hit his head on the elevator door.
Is the black officer there really to protect him, or is it just he just happened to be in the elevator?
Oh, who's filming?
I don't
The
know.
officer that's recording? There's no but cops in there.
I don't know.
Or is it the it might be the body cam.
I don't know. It looks like it could be the body
that's
cam.
a different side.
So
And it
why
was
would
the
they have their
officer
body cams on if they're going to
Yeah.
beat him up? You know.
Yeah, that's the body cam.
Anyway, yeah. Well, I don't know. Anyway, this black officer is being commended on social media all over the place. You know, they make up a lot of this stuff. They'll put a picture on that says old lady is protecting her kitten from being stolen. And if you go back and research that video, nothing like that is even going on. Like these social media sites have become like,
and the news, the news do the same thing.
Not to the extent of those social media sites, man.
The news, they are lie.
We are the news. We have to.
I'm talking about the news. I'm talking about ABC, NBC, CBS. Okay, what'd you say, Lavish?
Somebody get off of this podcast, man. I gotta go lay down.
Go lay down, Lavish.
All right, bro. This was your story. We was waiting for you to comment on this story.
So here's the thing, man. You know, I'll speak on this story. You know, you got a lot of people that's parading this guy and everything like that, man. And race has nothing to do with it, so I don't want to even put the race factor into it, man. I understand losing your kid, but the reaction to me was kind of uncalled for. I mean, at best, if you was gonna do something like this, and I'm not saying, hey, go out and do it, but at least go after the guy who killed your son and not just some random cop, man. That's just me and my personal opinion. On the flip side, I don't know what this guy's mental state of mind was after seeing that, because, we always to say what we could and what we should and what could have happened. I don't know where his mental state of mind was at, seeing that, hearing that, knowing that a cop killed his kid or whatnot. But as far as the way that the media is glorifying that, me personally, I'm only speaking on myself, man. I see it a different way. I get that, the police are not always going to be the most like people in somebody's eyes, but then, even though they are police, that cop still is somebody's brother, cousin, father, uncle, cousin. So I don't salute him the way that social media is keep bigging him up. You killed an innocent dude that had nothing to do with your son. He just so happened to be an officer, you know. So you just killed a random guy. Now, granted, and if he felt some type of way and it was an eye for an eye, and he went out there and did something, then it would probably be, it'll still be murder. It'll still be fucked up either way it go. He's still gonna have some type of punishment. But I guess that it could be viewed somewhat differently, but I don't want to make an excuse for the dude, man. You still kill somebody.
Yeah, somebody innocent.
Yeah,
you know, you still kill somebody. I mean, I think that sometimes the media and the public, man, I think sometimes they glorify some of the wrongest things, man. You know, and now you got this dude over here, you know, in 2 months while everybody's sitting here talking about what this guy did, 2 months from now, it's going to be 20 other stories that come out. We're not even going to really be focused on that story, but these families are still going to have to deal with that.
Right.
You know,
right.
you got the mother that lost her son. Then you got the grandparents that done lost their grandchild and the father. You know what I'm saying? So you lost two people from your family. And then you got the other side that done lost a person. And I mean, I don't know the whole story. I don't know what the kid was doing. You know, I don't know, too much of nothing. Y'all say that he had a gun on him and everything like that. So it's kind of like, what are you doing that heat of the moment? I mean, I'm sure if you're old enough to run around with a gun, you should be kind of competent enough to know what happens if you take a non-police officer with a gun and a police officer with a gun chasing you or whatever. You know the outcome. I mean, I'm sure that he has seen it throughout the internet, school. I'm sure he's of some sort of an age to be more mindful of it. So I just, I didn't never look at the story like, yeah, he took one. Yeah, he did a hell of a job. Yeah,
Right.
he did that. He's walking out with his head held high. I probably would have, my view or opinion might slightly, and I say slightly because it's still fucked up, but it might have slightly been a difference if it was the guy who actually, killed your son. Then it's like, oh wow, he had a vengeance. The guy that killed his son, he went after that guy and he killed that guy. But I'm not condoning, death either, though, man. Can't come back from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the picture of him walking past the police officers with his head all held high and chest stuck out. And I think, if I remember looking at that video, he was actually talking to him. And I agree with you, Lavish. This is one where we don't disagree. Yeah.
And well, Lavish, you said one thing. He said you didn't know his mental state, and that's one thing that as parents, Lavish, you having children?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Dragon, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we all, as parents, we all say, I'll die for my child. I ain't gonna let nobody mess with my child. But you never, most parents, 99% of the parents never get put to that test. So you never know what actually you're gonna do. My son actually was tased by a police. I felt it. I'm in the house and something's not right. I get up, told my wife, something's not right. We went outside. I heard cops around the block. And I walked around the block. We drove around the block. I said, my son's down there. I just know it. And as I got out the car and walked down there, 3 officers came to me and said, what do you want? I said, is that my son down there? And they described him. I said, I said, what did you do? I said, did you shoot my son? They said, no, we had to tase him. Why did you tase my son? He had a knife. And I'm like, and so people like, what would you do? What did you do? I said, I was glad they just tased him and didn't shoot my son with that knife. Walking in our community, 1 o'clock in the morning, and we live in a nice, quiet, mixed culture community. But you think about it, what will you do at that time? We don't know this man's mental state. Murder is murder, death is death. You can't return back from. I agree 100% what Lavish said. And sometimes we have to look at ourselves before we jump on the bandwagon or something and say, yeah, that's good. But would you have done that? Or would you have took a different route? You know, could you really take a life? You know, and it is hard for all the families involved in this.
That's crazy. I'm glad they didn't kill your son.
I am too. I am too.
The unapologetic
I just noticed that. I just noticed that. I didn't notice that.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I just noticed your name, man.
I thought, yeah, you must be out of it, man. You normally
I just noticed that when I seen the unapologetic American comment, I just noticed your name, man. Oh my God. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy, man.
Hey, man. The big sellout called me Whack Dragon.
Man, goodness gracious.
I just had to embrace that. You have to embrace the suck. I'm a parent and a grandparent targeting a random person based off their clothes they are wearing because some other person harmed one of your family members is an irrational act. And maybe that will be his basis for his defense. Because I
didn't think about that. Yeah, you get a good lawyer say this man wasn't thinking right.
Miss Lotus says she noticed when I came on. We have a news story about one of our own right now. Bud McCarty. Let me pull this up. He was involved, it looks like, let me get back here. He was involved, it looks like, in a traffic wreck accident on Tuesday, June 6th. Will it let me make it bigger? Is this it? That's it. That's all it's giving me. On Tuesday, June 6, 2023, a two-vehicle accident occurred at the corner of Highway 3 and 75 10th Street in Lehigh. Where the hell is Lehigh? In the early afternoon, Joe Don Parton was driving a District 3 dump truck and was making a wide right turn. Damn. He was followed by Bud McCarty of Colgate, who was riding a motorcycle. When Mr. Parton began to turn, McCarty thought he was making a left turn because he, dumbass, swung over into the other whole lane. It doesn't say that. I'm just imagining. So that when McCarty thought he was making a left turn because he swung out so wide and he tried to go around him and was hit by the dump truck when the dump truck actually said, "Psych!" and made a right turn instead. Mr. McCarty was wearing his helmet. Mr. McCarty! And so there were no injuries and only minor damage to his motorcycle. The accident was investigated by Trooper Scott. Wow. Well, Bud, brother, we're glad you're still with us. Look at that's Bud's motorcycle right there. Nice Harley and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad that he made it out.
I'm glad you're here. I was telling Black Dragon I almost got ran off the road twice yesterday.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, you did.
Man, y'all got to be careful out there, man. For real.
That's why I don't ride in the city. I get on the road. I'm on my way to the highway just to get out.
Final story here. Your boy is
breaking down, opening. Oh yeah, he's on trial. The trial started.
Yeah, buddy, and she's been on stand all day, telling on his ass.
She's been on Casey, one of them two.
What's her name? Ventura. Cassie
or Casey, one of them two.
Casey.
Yeah,
Casey?
bro.
Okay.
Yeah, they man, they're on this. They're on this like crazy, man. They've been reporting from it all day. So far, she's been talking about, they've been showing that video over and over and over again. That video is horrible because the video has nothing to do with any of his charges.
No, they don't. But the video builds his character.
That's what they said too. They said if he was going to court for what they were talking about, yeah, but they're bringing up this and it has really no real merit to the actual case. But hey, if I slander you and talk about you enough, hey, shit, you're gonna be stuck with all the negative shit.
And like I said, it's trying to build up that he has a negative character.
But then you got to think about, like, man, does this girl want all this stuff out there? Like, did she really take urine in the mouth?
Yeah, they said that today, that boy, oh boy, urinated in her mouth and stuff.
Who said that?
Yeah,
that's what they said about, he made her urinate, he made somebody, or it was urination in her mouth, man.
He gave a professional sex worker, so he hires male prostitutes to come and have sex with his girl while he sits and watches and masturbates.
Correct.
And then says, I need you to pee in her mouth now! Pee in her mouth right now!
Yeah.
That's nasty.
I've done a lot of stuff, but I haven't done that.
I haven't done that either.
That's nasty.
I haven't wanted to do that. I wish the hell I would come home with hiring a sex worker to pee in your mouth.
Oh man,
that would be that. No,
you take it. That's crazy.
That's past crazy. That's nasty.
Well, but sex is sex. You want what you want. It's no crime if you can.
To me, all parties have to be in agreement. Stuff.
Well, see, here's my thing. How can you not be in agreement and you've been doing it for 10 years, little boy? Like, she stayed with him. The video of him being like, she stayed with him years after that.
She was mind control.
Is mind control illegal?
Is it mind control? I don't know. I can't say.
No idea.
I can't say.
Is mind control illegal? Is being a swinger illegal?
Threats are illegal.
Is hiring a male prostitute illegal?
Prostitution is illegal.
In some places. Hey, but once you bring one from out of state, it becomes federal.
Yeah.
And that's the Mann Act. You know what?
And once you take an unwilling participant, your lady, over a state line, and she don't want to do it, that becomes trafficking.
Yeah, and they President Trump actually pardoned a black boxer his last term in office. He pardoned one of the greatest black boxers of all time, was arrested for the Mann Act for taking his white wife across state lines. President Trump pardoned him posthumously. And like, everybody was mad about it. And I was like, that was a good thing that he did. That was a good thing to pardon that man who hadn't done anything wrong except marry the wrong color of woman from that day.
See, Juan said that's under pimp control, fellas. It's real. So is that illegal? Is that illegal? Is that what that's brainwashing? Or if you don't, the pimp say, if you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm gonna backslap you. That's illegal, ain't that?
Hey man, listen, man. I know they got a lot of stuff going on, and when it comes down to these women and sex and all that shit, man. Listen, man. I just stay away from all that weirdness.
Yeah,
keep me with the same regulars that I've been had, man, over the last decade or two, man. And I'm content with that, man. All that extra stuff, man, flying them out, that's the charge, all that. I don't even really want to text you anymore.
Don't even text me.
I don't know what the hell I can be. It can be used against me. I be so paranoid. That's why, listen, I tell you, I don't meet too many new people, man.
That's interesting. I saw you running around the Prague looking like you was meeting a whole bunch of new people.
No. I socialize and I engage and network with people. As far as me dealing with people, man, I'm with the same people, man. They've been rocking with me, man.
My woman was like, "Come home, come in now," and I was like, "Well, Lavish is out there having a good time."
I want to have a good time, but I'm not about to solicit you. I'm not about to say no sexy, sexual shit to you. I ain't doing none of that stuff because my paranoia is too high. My paranoia is too high. Then two, I don't want to be caught up in nothing. I got too much going on in my life, right? So I don't need no scrutiny from nowhere.
Right.
I already got a past background, so they come out with some new shit, then it's like, oh man, he already did this kind of stuff in the past, and he did this gangster stuff, but still, who's to say he ain't did this? I don't want none of that kind of stuff, man, lingering around me and my name.
Well, we will see. He's fighting for his life, man. So if pimping,
get all that. Hey, Double OG, Rough Rider. Hey, send me your inbox me your phone number, man. Shoot me your contact, man. I've been doing some double R work. I need you for a second.
If you need Lavish's email, it's info@LavishTWilliams, floating across the bottom there. info@LavishTWilliams.com. info@LavishTWilliams.com. It's just Lavish William if you ask our favorite biker, our favorite podcaster. Why do you leave out the T out of your name, man?
Hey, man, it's Lavish T Williams, man. Lavish T Williams, man. I don't know how you can,
bro. You know what? I'm gonna say this. We be joking about it and playing with Lavish about that, but he has one of those names that flow. You gotta
say Lavish T Williams.
You can't say Lavish Williams because that's like just ordinary.
It don't even rock together. It's Lavish T Williams, man. You gotta say it, Lavish T Williams, man.
Well, after you've said it so many times, you have to. That's just how we know it as Lavish T Williams. I don't call you nothing but Lavish T Williams. Like James T. Kirk.
That is, man.
That's what Goose said. It's like James T. Kirk of the SS Enterprise. You know,
okay.
You didn't know who James T. Kirk was?
I never watched Star Trek.
Well,
it's time to get off, man. I'm done.
I never watched the show, man. What's wrong with that?
Man, go on back to sleep, man. Yeah, man.
Bud McCarty said that he had no construction signs up. At first, he said, I rear-ended the truck. They wouldn't let me trade insurance info. There were two people in the truck. Passenger is the one they said was driving. The guy that wasn't driving, the wrong guy that something, let's see. My bike was laying on me. I watched the driver get out and walk up to me. He helped me get the bike off me, but he is not the one they say was driving because he had no CDL rather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Bud, we're glad you made it, bro.
For real.
And whoever they're trying to pull us a quick one over on the insurance company, and the other guy's trying not to go to jail. So I don't know if you tell on them, you do. If you don't, you don't. I don't know. I might tell on your ass. Yeah, that's a driver's scam, probably training. So, yeah, Goose said that. It was a scam. Probably the driver was a trainer or a trainee or something.
Back in the day, my cousin's gone. He has passed away by now. But back in the day, we was going to a graduation, and he got pulled over by the police. And he said, D, man, I don't got my driver's license. Let me use yours. I'm young. I just got me a driver's license, so I gave it to him. Now, me and my cousin look nothing alike. So they wrote the ticket under my name. Not so that he don't get burnt. Man, years later, cops come after me and say, you got a ticket from 3-4 years ago. I don't got no ticket. I never had a ticket. They said, yeah. Yes, you have. They driving. And I had to call my mom. I said, I don't know what happened. She said, yeah, yes, you do. You let your cousin use your driver's license and he got that ticket on your driver's license. Now they after you. Like,
ouch. Yes. Well, we got an hour now. We're gonna let Lavish get out of here and get him a nap. Lavish, you look bad, bro. You just look bad.
Yeah, see, that's what you just had to let him talk. Yeah, he woke up now. Look at him.
Oh, he eating one of them. Are you eating one of them medicines?
Oh man, I'm on some Junior Mints.
Yeah, get you some rest, Lavish. Yeah, get you some rest, man. All right. Hey guys, thank y'all for coming on this afternoon. And we had very interesting stuff. C Rider did a show today. If you guys know C Rider from Major Hog League, get over to his channel and check out his show that he did today. And yeah, we got a bunch of drama going on in the podcast world, but
No,
other than that,
we don't have a bunch of nothing, y'all. Y'all got a bunch of shit.
you was mentioned.
Let me say something. Everybody out there, listen. And y'all can say I'm the goody two shoe. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I love it. I love that title now. But we need to all just get along.
We all just get along.
No, for real. On the real, people out here, podcasters are out here, and I believe it, are out here trying to bring information, to bring news, have fun on here. Everybody got their own ways and their own little glitches or niches. But when we start to really try to bring each other down, that's when the whole community gets affected. All the viewers, all your viewers do not want to hear people bringing each other down. Not all of them. Somebody said, F that free R. Kelly. You can forget what you said.
Hey, I'm real, man. Free R. Kelly, dog. Hey, we even trade P. Diddy for R. Kelly, man. Get R. Kelly back out here, man. The music ain't been the same without him, man.
We gotta bring some positivity. I'm not saying now you're not positive. We gotta bring some positivity. If I didn't get along with somebody, I just leave them alone. Don't even worry about it.
You can't leave them alone when they show up on on international video with your ex-club members talking about some shit about.
I understand I understand.
Yeah, talking some shit that's absolutely not true, trying to destroy your credibility and your reputation.
On my platform, man. I get them all on my stream, a neutral stream. I don't have all the followers that they got, and then get them on my stream and let's have a intervention like Azada Advance or whatever her name is. You know that lady, that therapist lady. She had DMX on her show. Yeah, let me mediate it. Let me mediate that thing, man. Get y'all together. We supposed to be able to be on here talking about, man, go check out this show and be bouncing back from each other's show and laughing and talking, trash and having fun and enjoying this stuff, man.
We are. We should be. Yes, we should be.
When they say, what Papa Penwood said, Lavish and Logic need to stop trying to get Black Dragon Biker TV spun up.
What you mean spun up?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Did
he laughing?
Get me upset, man. Talking about that low vibration.
Look, y'all don't. If y'all missed the show yesterday, I was throwing blocks and like, okay, no, Black Dragon, no.
I came in at the tail end, man. I don't even know who Black Dragon is. I'm only going off the name that I see on the screen.
He kept messing up though. If you rename me, don't call me by my same name. Oh, you can't figure out how to call me the new name because the real name just stays so hard.
Yeah, unapologetic American. That's what I mean. Yeah, right there.
You mean Whack Dragon? Yeah. Well.
Oh man.
It is what it is.
God dog. Man, we just gonna promote peace and unity and laugh and crack jokes, man, and have fun.
Dragon t-shirt.
Entertain and kick information, man.
That's right.
I'm gonna get me some Whack Dragon t-shirts. Those are coming. Absolutely. Major Hogley should make them. That's who should make my Whack Dragon t-shirts.
Major Hogley.
There's no t-shirt better than his, bro, out there.
You got to do my t-shirts for the Lavish Biker Bash going on August 29th to the 31st in Detroit, Michigan. Black Dragon Logic.
Don't be trying to sell stuff on the show. Don't try to sell your thing. That you're not doing it for the love.
I'm trying to get y'all here to Detroit.
You're not doing it for the love.
When is it?
August 29th to the 31st.
Oh, I got a reunion.
It's that Labor Day weekend.
I got a reunion.
What kind of reunion you got?
It's an old crew reunion. All my old partners that we used to get down with. We come together every year. We've been together for 51 years.
Come together in Detroit?
Because
together in Detroit.
I mean, I would love to, because two of us are bikers. But the other guy, he wants to see the Cowboy Stadium, so we had to do it here in Dallas this year.
The Cowboy Stadium is old now. They built that thing 15 years ago.
No, the brand new one out there in Arlington.
The brand new one is old, isn't it?
What?
The one with the big old huge thing up there that they keep kicking when they punt.
The dome, when the dome opens up.
I ain't never been.
It's nice.
I ain't never been. I'm gonna come down there.
They got a football field outside it.
Yeah.
They
did good with it. It's nice.
Hour and 10 minutes. Somebody who said the football is lame.
Goose is trying to get us the hell out of here.
Where were you, Goose, yesterday? Goose, I was looking for you, man. I'm trying to text Black Dragon with hour 10, hour 15, hour 20. Yo, Black Dragon, we gotta go. And then Lavish gets on. I was like, yo.
Oh, man.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Hey, take care, Lavish. Get yourself some rest, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go get me some Junior Mints now. I got to have them.
Got to get them from the Dollar Tree, man.
Yeah, that's the only place.
Hey, they sell the same box at the movie theater for $4.50, man.
The Dollar Tree
$4.50 for this same box of Junior Mints, man. It's $4.50. I still go to the Dollar Tree before I go to the movie theater.
You know what? That's a good idea. Go to the Dollar Tree before you go to the movies.
Man, I've been doing that for years. Everybody knows that.
They got everything at the Dollar Tree that they got at the movies, except for popcorn.
Except for the popcorn.
They got popcorn, so it just won't be hot.
And then what you do when you get you a drink, because now it's all self-serve, you just get the cheapest drink, man. I go get the frozen drinks, man, but I don't pay for it. I just tell, hey, let me get one of these cups. And then what you can do, and this is for the cheapskates out there like myself, if you're not trying to impress a date. You know, after the third date, you don't have to be impressive anymore. You can really be yourself. The first date, you might not want her to know that you're on a budget. Like, hey, I ain't about to be spending $50 at the concession stand for this bull crap. You go in line. I do it a lot. I do it a lot. While they busy, you ain't even got to be in line. You just walk up in line and look away, talking to the other people. Hey, you ain't give me my large cup I ordered. And then you just, if it's right there, you just grab it and you just give them. You be like this. You ain't give me my large cup, and you take the cup, and then they be like, "Oh, okay," and you walk away. They don't say
your dollar store candy like you just had bought it there.
No. I said I was using this as a cup.
Oh, I see.
Yes. You just grab a cup, or you tell them you didn't give me my cup, and you can grab it.
I guess I'll try that.
There.
62 years old. I'll go steal a movie.
And you being older, they probably won't. Them young people, they don't have a good memory like that. They don't remember. Listen, every 15, 20 minutes, there's a whole new rush of people that's coming, man. I'm trying to tell you. It works all the time for me.
McCarty said he used to sneak his date into the movies. Wow. Oh, yeah. Go open that door and sneak them in. But they used to have
I am not part of this criminal organization.
No, listen. So here's the thing, too, about the movies.
Pay my $30 to get into the movies.
All you have to do is just walk right in. Once you figure out which way, because once you get past the little ticket dude, you're in.
You're in. If you get there early,
if you got you a real nice little chick, man, that's like she with the shits with you, you can spend all day early Friday to the afternoon. You can just go from movie theater to movie theater.
That's what we used to do back in New York for the karate movies. We go from movie theater to movie theater. But here in Dallas, they got that all locked down. So they see you coming out, they escorting you out the door. They ain't got that where I'm at. They have the straps and everything. You coming out, you going this way. Now, unless you're going to a late movie in a small town like where I live at, but you go down into the city, bruh, you come out that movie theater, you ain't going nowhere.
We be all through that. The movie theaters they're a little bit more sophisticated now because they got bars in there. They got all this other stuff. So it's easier to just walk right in, man. I'm trying to tell you, if you see, y'all are much older. Me, I'm more adventurous. I can just randomly walk into the theater and say, hey, let's just try to walk in and see if we can get into the movie theater just on some, spontaneous shit, man. and we'll walk in, and all you got to do is just talk to yourself. You can talk to yourself and walk right past them. You have your phone up in there and be like, I told you I was coming back. The line is too long. I'm not about to stand there and walk right past them. Dude ain't going to stop you, or the chick ain't going to stop you. You just walk right in, man. And then when you get in, if she already scared, you come out and you just go tell her to come here. You're like, come on, I told you we on this side. And the dude just going to be looking. I've done it many a times, man. I've done
but the seats are assigned. What do you do about that?
They're not always assigned at all those theaters. Most of them are. And then when you got the assigned seats, you just go online and you just look at see who paid for the seat. See, nobody pays for the seats in the front. You can't sneak in and go to the back. That's when you have problems. Listen. I know the science, man. I know the fucking science to this shit, man.
You can't sneak in and go to the back.
You can't. Everybody goes the first three, maybe 4 rows. If you ain't paying, don't try to sneak in those seats. Go down to the handicap side. When you go down there, then you safe. You out of Dodge. Ain't nobody looking at you. Ain't nobody bothering you.
Well, you can keep Lavish talking, man. You gonna keep Lavish talking. Lavish gonna talk to people on how to steal out of Walmart. I gotta go back to work.
We got a preacher on. We can't do that.
Hey, Bud, you know what I'm saying. You feel me?
Bud said me and Lavish work the same.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Well, we're glad Bud didn't get hurt in the car. Right? Hey, listen.
Didn't you just not say the other day that said you know how you can't write things down, you can't record things, you gotta be careful what you say. You know, yeah. He just telling all his business. I mean, they said that's that dude that was on that video. We gonna catch him this time.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. There you go, right there. No, once you build a relationship, now here's the secret. You build a relationship at the same theater, you're gonna have. Listen, what's gonna happen is you got 1 or 2 things that's gonna happen, because it's gonna happen to me at different theaters. You're gonna have those few people that already they're gonna know who you are and they're not gonna bother you. Then you're gonna have those other people that know who you are and they're gonna know exactly what you're gonna be on. Man, here you go again, man. He about to try to sneak up in this mug. You think you're gonna be doing something, they just let you in just because they don't want to argue with you. I done had it happen both ways. I done told, man, I paid to be already in here already.
And you about to be the police commissioner?
Man, we ain't talking about all that. We just we're not putting the time limit on this. We just talking about the movie theater. That's it. We just talk about the movie theater.
It's the preacher. You know he gonna put you out like that, man. You should
look. That's why Magic Johnson closed his theaters.
You know the preacher's gonna put you out, bro. You should have known better than that. They can't hold water, man. Used to be a criminal. Used to be the biggest plug in the city. Now can't hold water, man. Y'all take care, man. Take care. Logic to knock himself offline. Y'all take care, man. Take care, Lavish. All right. And Logic, man, give us your outro, bro. Give us your outro.
Outro. Okay. Hey, everybody. I know we had a great time today.
Hold on.
You know, I can hardly hear the music.
Oh, really? Hold on. Let me get the music here.
I remember this one kid.
What's going on, everybody? Yo, boy Logic. We had a great time today with my boy Black Dragon and Lavish T Williams. Hey, here's something for you. When you're on your tour going across the country, ride hard, ride safe, and always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace.
Keep it logical. Hey, and I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. Everybody should be on time tomorrow because nobody's got any medical appointments that I know of. Thanks for tuning in, and it's skinny.
Solo Motorcycle Club, flying a 1%er diamond. And he's still
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Roll? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes on. So, when percenters get into a war with one another, what should 99%ers do? Here's 10 things you should know. Thing number 1, stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the set can be volatile. It can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing going on, this set's not safe. So, as a 99%er motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man. A real OG. Bonafide, certified, a true MC. The biker boys. The biker boys. It's in the house, so most definitely blow the whistle for Black Dragon Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit. He became the president of the mighty Black Savage Nation. MCs, y'all, respectfully. Black Dragon. Black Savage. MC. That's right, y'all. Give it a thumbs up. Black Dragon Biker TV at its best. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get his Prospect Bible book. So proud of him. Man, he just don't know. He's a real legend. And y'all know it, and I know it. That's right, Black Dragon. That's right. Glad I met you, my friend. Black Dragon, I'm the Midnight Ghost Rider. Dub V, y'all. Love you, Black Dragon. Peace. And get skinny. Like and share. Goodbye.